one of my dreams, one of my big dreams is to attend SNL in New York, because I feel like I'm on a skit right now, like a press conference. Hello and welcome to the Wealthy Mama press conference. Give me #live, #replay. We are going for changing, even just transforming millions of lives of women with the Wealthy Mama movement. And this has been something that I have, in a lot of ways, have been afraid of, because I don't want to lose sight of me and my mental health and self-care, or my family, or my children, or my team. I don't want them to burn out. And equally, when you expose yourself to more people, it can be a lot energetically. And so I have, as the CEO of the Wealthy Mama movement, which to me stands for Chief Energy Officer. Energy is so important. If you are in your wealthy month, you know we've been talking about it all month. When you go into your wealthy year, we have been talking about it. We will be talking about it so much. And it's so important that you're on your energy wealthy ladder versus your blah ladder. And so I have some really important updates as the CEO of the Wealthy Mama movement, because we are going for transforming over 1 million lives of women, especially moms. And this is so important because our energy as a team is on lockdown. It is airtight. We are running a very tight ship that is so important because we're doing it with ease, flow, and fun. And there are a lot of things that I used to let slide. I used to be a big people pleaser and just smile and nod and allow people to walk all over me. And I've had to really step up my game as a leader and a business owner and just a woman, that this is so important that we move forward and we lock arms together. And we're very kind, but we're also very firm. And so it's just so important that you know a lot of these updates, because we're growing so fast. And we equally are 3 humans, not just me, like my humans, but like who I have on this team, who I trust, and they are an extension of me. And so there's some really important updates that I really need you, if you're wanting to be involved in Wealthy Mama movement. This video is very overdue. And so I want to be proactive and put it all in one video. So that way you're very clear, and I'm being very transparent on not only where we're heading, but like who we're aligned with. We are not available for people that are bullies. It is a huge difference to ask for help, or if you have feedback or you need something. We are, if anyone knows myself, Em, or Sarah, we are the kindest human beings. We go above and beyond. Like, I stand firm in my character. I have known Sarah for years. I've known Emily for years. And so our character and our integrity is so solid. And equally, that does not mean that you can walk all over me or my team. And also, like, I'm protective of my clients. I'm protective of their families. Like, this is a family. And so we want healthy boundaries. We want healthy communication. So there's a huge difference between asking for support, sharing feedback, and just being flat out mean and rude and bullying. And it's an immediate no. Like, to me, my team, clients, our community, there is a zero tolerance for slander, bullying, racism, not accepting somebody for who they are. I feel like that should be well known, to treat others how you would want to be treated. But as we're growing, I feel the need to just be very transparent on where I stand as a leader and where we are taking the Wealthy Mama movement, and what we're available for and what we are not available for. And knowing that it's like all from a place of love. It is not to be mean. That is the furthest thing away from who we are. And equally, I think there's a fine line where when someone's so nice that some people think that means that they can just treat people however they want to be treated. And just because you do business with somebody doesn't mean that you can treat them like that. And I think this is just a friendly reminder for everyone to be kind to other people, regardless if you're doing business with them. Like, be kind. Kindness goes such a far way, and like hint, hint, wink, wink, you can actually get more of what you're wanting when you're just a little extra kind and you're doing it from a place of love. Like, that's just a little tip for you as a human being and as a business owner. Like, kindness really does go a long way, and we're all doing our best. And I think that that's just so important. Like, my team works nights. I work nights. Like, we are moving as quickly as we can. And so we just appreciate that kindness. But first and foremost, there is absolutely zero tolerance for bullying. I will not allow it. I shut it down immediately. My team also knows that we shut it down immediately. Like, I do not stand for it. And it just needs to be very, very clear that we're not available for it. You cannot pay me any amount of money for me to see someone being treated rudely, mean, unfair. I will not put up with it, and nor should I, and nor should you. And so that is like absolutely key. We're gonna get all the like not so fun things out of the way, and then there's like fun things, okay? So the second one is contracts. We put together a wealthy year contract that is so detailed. When you sign your wealthy year contract, you are committing to the year, okay? Sometimes I feel like people forget that, and so I just want to make it abundantly clear. It's more for you than for us. Like, as a company, we will be okay. However, it starts to become draining when people are like, I'm in, and now I'm not. And no one has done this year, but in years past of running my business, it's been, oh, I'm in, and now I'm not. And so I've been making it so crystal clear that anyone signing the contract, like, I'm allowing you into my intellectual property, I'm allowing you into my brain, my heart, and everyone else and their networks. And so that is why we have set up the transformation enrollment process the way that we have. You cannot go to a page and just spend money. I want to know who you are before you come into the wealthy year community, because it is a very high vibe, high integrity program, and everyone is playing on the same field, right? We're in this together. And so wealthy year, the energy has to be airtight. Like, there cannot be any energy leaks. Like, I am raising my own standards. Like, we literally had a whole staff meeting today on creating everything that we need to create to make sure that everyone's starting on the best foot possible. We'll be working all week on those last minute details. And so we're raising our standards, and everyone else coming in is also raising their standards. And so I am just stepping up my game to be a really firm, kind, loving, focused, determined woman that is not available for people that are mean, that are bullies, that are negative, that are wishy-washy. Like, no one wins when we're that way. No one. And so it's so important to me that if you're coming into Wealthy Year, if you sign that contract, you're in it. You're married to the program for the whole year, okay? And so that is just so important to me, because the energy drain is so massive to me. Like, I had to be really careful of doing this program and committing to a year, because the minute like there creates energy leaks, like, it affects me, it affects my team. And so this was a big decision for us to go for a year program, and this is it. This is the only program that we will offer live until your wealthy month of 2025, which will be next October. Like, we have all of our programming laid out. We are being massively prepared and proactive. Of course, there'll be like spontaneous things thrown in there, because it wouldn't be who I am without some fun and spontaneousness. But like, we have everything so dialed in, because we are so determined to reach 1 million women. And so we have to have airtight boundaries. We have to be ahead of the schedule. Are you guys okay? Okay, you're trying to put together my couch. And so it's just so important that if you're going through the enrollment process for Wealthy Year, if you're coming in, like, I'm just trusting you that you're signing that contract, you're in it, you're married, okay, for just 1 year. Give it a year to let it work its magic, because it'll bless you beyond words, like beyond words. One of my coaches that I worked with for 2 years, I still use frameworks and I can still hear him in my head as I make decisions. Like it forever impacted me, like forever impacted me. And so I have no doubt that this program will do that in huge ways. So the contract is huge. We also have firm agreements with payments. So if you're on any payment plan with us, there's firm agreements on if there's any late fees. If it doesn't go through, there's a late fee involved. You get so many tries. All of that is spelled out for you. If you have payments, like a payment plan, outside of your wealthy year, everything will be on demand. That is from an energy perspective. Like I want to give everything I've got to your wealthy year, and then everything is hands off. And that is not easy for me because I love being involved. I love it so much. I am actually the least involved in my DMs that I've been in ever. Like it is very rare that I'm in my DMs, like, and we're very transparent if it's me or the team in the DMs, but like it's requiring, like, where we're going, the expansion of Wealthy Mama movement is requiring me to release perfectionism, to release people pleasing, to really step up as a woman and just really own my power and know that I can do it from a place of such love. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it inspires you to do the same. Because I have feared this level of success that we're heading in because I want everyone to like me. At least I used to. I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to respond to each person. I wanted to be deeply involved in every person's life and their business. And I can't. There is no way. Wanting to impact 1 million women, there's no way I can be, right? There's not enough of me to go around. However, we have tons of digital assets. We've got events, all of the things and more. So a little bit more on that here in a second, okay? We also are adding a support ticket. So that way, when you have questions, when you have concerns, when you have feedback, Wealthy Year will have a high priority support ticket that you'll get access to in just a few days, and then everyone else will have a different support ticket. So we want to separate those two so that way we can prioritize Wealthy Year people, and they've got their own support tickets, and then everyone else also has access to support tickets. One, because we're such a small team, we don't want to lose track of what people need, what people want, and so the support ticket system is to help make sure nothing slips through the cracks. We also are focusing on prizes now being in your Wealthy Year. Like, these people are committing to themselves and personal growth that I want to reward them. Like, they're in it for the whole year, so we're going to have prizes for them and for our marketing team, which is coming as soon as we're complete with your Wealthy Year enrollments. So you'll be able, whether you're in your Wealthy Year or not, you'll have an opportunity to join our marketing team, and there'll be incentives for that, prizes for that. And we go through prize completion as quickly as we possibly can. I wish I could work 24/7. There's so many times that I really do wish. I'm like, what could I get done if I had no children? And I could just stay up for 24 hours, even just once. Can you imagine what we could get done? But it can't, right? And also, I think it's modeling work-life balance. And so we go through everything. I promise we have everything all listed out, and we just literally are knocking out everything that we possibly can as quickly as we possibly can to keep up with the growth. And so systems are a huge part of that. Moving in the direction that we are with your Wealthy Year and it being our only live program is also how we're going to be able to streamline things. So the people that really want that live support, you got to get in your Wealthy Year. If you want hands-off support and just grab a digital product every now and then, fantastic. If you want to grab a shirt every now and then, fantastic. Then you can do that, because we are remaking our store, our online store, which will launch on my daughter's birthday, November 20th. So our first ever magazine launches on November 20th. Now we're getting into the fun, sexy stuff. So our first ever Wealthy Mama magazine launches on your birthday, because quite literally 7 years ago, when I was getting induced with her, I was dropping off packages to the post office and then went and that's true female empowerment. Okay? No, Bubba, stay up here. Stay up here. Just be careful. So on November 20th, our whole entire shopping experience is going to be under one website. So whether you want to buy a boutique shirt, merch, a digital asset, like a download, a template, it's all going to be on one site. And I am so excited about it. You have no idea. I'm excited for you and I'm excited for us, right? Like one site where you can get all things Wealthy Mama. If it is not something that is under us, but we recommend it, it will still be on there, but it will link obviously to where you can purchase it. But everything, it's going to be right there. So when you want a link and you don't want to have to wait on me, you can just go to this shopping experience. My goal is that this becomes, can you see how my energy shifted to since now we're talking about the fun stuff? The goal is to create a home shopping experience like HSN, but for busy moms. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, little Debbie, I ate one of these yesterday at my photo shoot. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Okay, so that launches on November 20th, and the magazine launches on November 20th. The magazine is going to be a quarterly magazine. It'll be digital, and you'll also be able to purchase a print copy, and it's absolutely free. We want to have this be where we promote other people's businesses. There's feel-good stories in it. There's sponsorship opportunities, right? I feel like when you buy magazines nowadays, it's all drama, right? We want wealthy vibes, okay? I want you to be able to look through a magazine and get tips and tricks and inspiration and motivation and oh my gosh, journal prompts, right? All things happy, healthy, wealthy energy and vibes, which my whole energy has shifted, and I'm gonna celebrate that. Okay? So we have a whole new elevated experience happening there. You'll also start to notice our emails are going to be looking a little bit different. Sarah is going to be doing her zhuzhing magic just to make them look really pretty, and just really fun and inviting and very life-giving. There's going to be still everyone enjoys the positive affirmation, the quote of the day. So that's staying. We're not taking away from that promise. We're just going to elevate it. So if you're not on our newsletter and you want to be, send Sarah an email, sarah@thewealthymamamovement.com. Okay, hold on, I'm almost done. Okay, and then we'll go downstairs. Can you say hi? Here, can you hold my pen? No. Oh. Okay. Also, a few other things. Happy boxes are about once a quarter. Okay. Our annual gala is going to be Halloween next year, so wickedly wealthy. Last night I decided I want to do a fashion show, so we're going to do a fashion show. We've got a 5K in the works. Grants for you, okay? My team, we're towards the end of the finish line. Hey. Oh, are you thirsty? Okay. An annual trip, Destin. So if you're not signed up, I have I think 2 spots left for Destin. There was a couple people that couldn't end up coming. So Destin and sponsorship, which I also talked about, merch, which I promise won't have stains on it. But we are so determined to make 2025 just a magical experience for you and a happy place to connect with other women, to feel amazing, and just believe in yourself a lot more. give you tools and resources, support and motivation, and ways that feel good to you. Our podcast is here to stay. It's growing, and so many other surprises along the way. So if you have not applied for your Wealthy Year, make sure you do that, especially if you want some live support. And I cannot wait. I appreciate you so much, truly. You are the reason why we do this. Like you're taking the time to watch this, to engage, to support, and I just couldn't thank you enough. Destin, yes, in February, if you want to come. Okay, so more updates later, but hopefully this helps, and just let you know energetically where I stand, and what I'm available for and what I'm not available for. And the reason is because this community gets to be so protected and so loved, and I'm willing to be the mama bear. I'm willing to go first. I'm willing to have stains on myself. I'm willing to fall and fail. I'm willing to own my mistakes. I'm willing to learn and grow and systematize things. And my team is melting. They are melting, you guys. Okay, so goodbye.